You didn't stumble onto this prayer by accident. Heaven scheduled this moment to meet with you. It may feel like just another night, another video you found while scrolling. But I want you to pause for just a second and recognize something deeper happening here. This moment was written into your story before today even began, long before your mind became weary, before the tears, before the tension, before the overthinking took hold. Psalm 139:16 says, "All the days ordained for me were written in your book before one of them came to be." That means this moment right here, right now, was not random. It was divinely placed, and it was placed to give you rest. So take a breath with me now. Inhale peace, exhale anxiety. Let your shoulders drop. Let your mind begin to slow. Let your spirit start to soften, because this night is holy. This night is sacred, and this space you're in, it's no longer just your bedroom or wherever you're listening. This space has become a sanctuary. You're not forgotten. You're not overlooked. You're not too far gone. This moment was meant for you, not because you earned it, but because your Father in heaven has always loved you enough to meet you right where you are, even at your most exhausted. You see, God doesn't only speak in loud moments. He's not limited to the mountaintop experiences. He whispers in the stillness. He comforts in the silence. He wraps peace around you when everything feels like it's unraveling. Isaiah 30:15 says, "In quietness and trust is your strength." That's what this night is for. This isn't about performing. This isn't about pretending. You don't have to have the answers. You don't need to have it all together. This is about surrender. It's about laying everything down for one night and letting God simply be God. Letting Him carry what you were never meant to hold. So if your mind has been racing, if your thoughts have been loud, if your heart has been anxious and your soul is tired, you are exactly where you need to be. Let's invite the presence of God right now. Not in fear, not in panic, not in desperation, but in quiet confidence that He's already here. Psalm 46:1 tells us, "God is our refuge and strength, an ever-present help in trouble." So I want you to say this quietly in your spirit, or even aloud if you feel comfortable, Father. I know you've brought me here tonight. I welcome you into this moment. Calm the noise inside me. Cover this room with your presence and remind my heart that I am safe in you. You don't have to strive tonight. You don't have to prove anything. You don't even have to pray the perfect words, because God already sees the things you haven't spoken out loud. Romans 8:26 reminds us, "The Spirit helps us in our weakness. The Spirit Himself intercedes for us through wordless groans." This is not about performance. It's about presence, God's presence, right here, right now. Let tonight be a turning point, a holy pause, a sacred reset. Let tonight be the beginning of deep rest, not just for your body, but for your soul. Because you weren't made to carry everything. You weren't made to stay up worrying about things outside your control. You weren't made to live with a tight chest and an anxious mind. You were made for peace. You were made for closeness with the God who shaped you. And that's why He's here tonight. Psalm 34:18 says, "The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit." If that's you, don't run from this moment, sink into it. It's okay to feel tired. It's okay to admit you need comfort. It's okay to let go tonight. Because God isn't disappointed in you. He's not surprised by your struggle. He's not measuring your worth by your productivity today. He sees you. He chose this moment to meet with you, and He's not going anywhere. So let your breath settle again. Inhale peace, exhale fear. And as you listen tonight, don't just listen with your ears. Listen with your heart. Listen with your spirit. God is speaking peace over you. Let this night be sacred. Let this prayer be a doorway. Let this moment be the beginning of stillness. You're not alone. You're not forgotten. You're not behind. You're not late. You are on holy ground. The God who made the stars has time to sit with you tonight. Let that truth be enough to begin. Let that truth open your heart to the rest He's preparing for you. This moment is not an accident, it's an answer. And as we continue this journey, let each part draw you deeper into rest, healing, and peace. Stay with me now. We're only just beginning. There is more peace ahead. There is more comfort waiting. And there is a gentle God ready to walk with you through every breath of the night. If you desire a deeper connection with God and want to join us in daily prayer, write Amen in the comments as your declaration that you are here, ready to trust Him tonight. Before you even whisper a prayer tonight, God is already answering. Before you found the words, before you let the tears fall, before you even knew what you needed, your Father already knew. And not only did He know, He cared. Matthew 6:8 says, "Your Father knows what you need before you ask Him." That truth alone is enough to let your soul unclench. You are not praying to a distant God who demands perfect sentences or poetic requests. You are resting with a Father who sees every hidden weight you carry and loves you still. So breathe with me again. Inhale peace. Exhale pressure tonight. You don't have to perform in prayer. You don't need the perfect words. You don't need to make a speech. And this is not a courtroom where you're on trial. This is communion, a quiet moment with a God who understands the language of your sighs. Romans 8:26 reminds us, "We do not know what we ought to pray for, but the Spirit Himself intercedes for us through wordless groans." So even when you can't speak, you are still heard. Even when your prayers sound like silence, heaven is still listening. Let that truth wrap around you like a warm blanket tonight. You've spent enough energy trying to explain yourself to people who never understood. You've fought long enough trying to keep your emotions contained. But here, with God, you are free to be real. You are safe to be silent, because He already knows. And He's not waiting for you to get it right. He's just waiting for you to rest. So let's start there. Let's start by releasing the pressure. Let's start by letting go of the idea that prayer is about performance. You don't pray to impress God. You pray to receive from Him. You pray to connect. You pray to surrender. You pray to rest in His presence. So whether your prayer tonight is full of words or just filled with breath and a quiet heart, that's enough. Peace is not earned, it's given. And right now, it's approaching you, softly, like a river. Isaiah 66:12 says, "I will extend peace to her like a river." Can you feel it, that gentle stream beginning to flow through your spirit? Not rushing, not forcing, just moving quietly, tenderly, deeply. You don't have to strive anymore. Peace comes when we stop running. It arrives when we stop performing. It settles when we stop grasping for control. Tonight, you are invited to simply be. You are allowed to rest. You are allowed to breathe. You are allowed to not have all the answers, because your Father already knows what you need, and He is already moving on your behalf. Even when you can't see it, even when you don't feel it, even when nothing around you seems to be changing, God is working in the unseen. He is weaving comfort into your tomorrow. He is aligning answers to prayers you haven't even prayed yet. He is preparing peace that you don't even know you'll need. This is who He is, a God who prepares a table before you while enemies still linger, Psalm 23:5. A God who collects every tear in a bottle, Psalm 56:8. A God who gently restores your soul, Psalm 23:3. A God who is never late and never absent. Right now, He's closer than your next breath. So just breathe again. Inhale trust. Exhale worry. You don't have to force your way into His presence. You're already here. And He's already listening. Maybe today was hard. Maybe it felt disappointing. Maybe you felt like you failed or fell short. Maybe you're too exhausted to explain the heaviness in your heart. That's okay. God isn't asking you to carry it all into this night. He's asking you to place it in His hands. Quietly, gently, trustingly. You can release it now. You can say, Lord, I'm tired. I don't know what to say. But I know you know, and that's enough for me. Let that be your prayer. Because there is no shame in being wordless before God. There is no weakness in sighing instead of speaking. There is no judgment in resting instead of reciting. The Holy Spirit is praying with you and for you. Even in your stillness, heaven is active. The prayers you forgot to pray, God didn't forget to answer. The burdens you didn't know how to articulate, He's already lifting. The fears you couldn't name, He's already calming. So tonight, let your heart lean back. No need to grip tightly. No need to fix everything before sleep. No need to convince God to care. He already does. Psalm 145:18 says, The Lord is near to all who call on Him, to all who call on Him in truth. And even if your truth right now is, God, I'm too tired to speak, He still draws near. So just stay here with me in this moment. Let your heart grow quiet. Let your soul be still. Let your mind begin to release the need to solve it all. Because peace is already approaching, and God is already here. You don't have to strive to be seen. You are seen. You don't have to speak to be heard. You are heard. You don't have to know what to ask for. Your Father already knows. And as we continue deeper into this prayer tonight, keep holding this truth. God isn't waiting for your perfection. He's responding to your presence. Stay here. Keep breathing. Let go of the pressure. There is more peace ahead. There is healing in the stillness. And you're not walking through this night alone. There is a hand holding your life tonight steady, gentle, unshakable, and it has never dropped you. Even in the moments when you felt like you were slipping, even in the seasons when you thought you were falling apart, Even when fear whispered that you were on your own, that hand never let go. You may have felt unsupported. You may have felt forgotten. You may have felt like you were hanging by a thread, barely holding on. But the truth is deeper than how it felt. You were never hanging by a thread. You were being held by a Father. Psalm 121:5 says, "The Lord is your keeper. The Lord is your shade at your right hand." A keeper does not abandon what he guards. A keeper does not look away. A keeper does not grow tired, distracted, or careless. God's hands are not weak. They do not tremble under pressure. They do not fail when things get heavy. His hands carry what you can't. All the weight you've been holding in your chest. All the fear you've been pushing down. All the questions you've been afraid to ask. All the memories that still ache. You were never meant to carry those alone. Tonight, I want you to imagine something simple and sacred. Imagine your life, every detail of it, resting in God's hands. Not clenched, not tight, but open, strong, and steady. Hands that formed you. Hands that know your name. Hands that were pierced out of love for you. You are not fragile in His grip. You are safe, and safety changes everything. When your heart feels safe, your body can rest. When your soul feels protected, your breath slows. When fear leaves, peace finally has room to enter. That's why rest has been so hard for you lately. Not because you're weak, not because you lack faith, but because fear has been whispering lies for too long. The lie that says you're alone. The lie that says no one is coming for you. The lie that says if you don't hold everything together, it will all fall apart. But listen closely now. God is holding what you're afraid to drop. You don't have to stay alert tonight. You don't have to brace yourself. You don't have to sleep with one eye open. Your keeper does not sleep. Psalm 121:3-4 says, "He will not let your foot slip. He who watches over you will not slumber. Indeed, He who watches over Israel will neither slumber nor sleep. While you rest, He watches. While you breathe, He guards. While you sleep, He remains." You may have experienced abandonment before. People who promised to stay and didn't. People who should have protected you, but failed. People whose absence left wounds that still hurt. God knows that pain, and tonight, He wants to gently break the lie that those experiences planted in your heart. You are not disposable. You are not overlooked. You are not too much. You are not forgotten. You are deeply, fiercely, eternally held. So let's speak truth over your soul now. You can whisper this quietly, or say it out loud if you're able. You are safe. You are loved. You are held. Say it again, slowly. Let it sink deeper. You are safe. You are loved. You are held. These are not empty words. They are spiritual realities. God's love is not distant affection. It is active protection. Like a father who lifts a tired child from the floor, like arms that scoop you up when your strength gives out, like hands that shield you when danger comes close. Isaiah 41:10 says, "Do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand." That right hand is holding you tonight. Not because you did everything right, not because you earned it, but because you belong to Him. And when you truly begin to believe that, something shifts. Your jaw unclenches, your shoulders relax, your breath deepens, your thoughts slow down. Healing begins when we feel protected. That's why God is restoring your sense of safety right now. Because peace cannot settle in a heart that feels under threat. So let fear leave tonight. Fear does not get the final word. Fear does not decide your future. Fear does not define your worth. Perfect love drives out fear. 1 John 4:18. And God's love for you is perfect. So let it drive fear out now. You are not standing on the edge of collapse. You are resting in the center of His care. You are not waiting to be dropped. You are being carried. You are not unseen. You are watched over. And nothing can snatch you out of His hands. Jesus Himself said in John 10:28-29, "No one will snatch them out of my hand. My Father, who has given them to me, is greater than all." That means tonight, right now, you are doubly held by the Son and by the Father. Let that truth quiet your mind. You don't have to be afraid of tomorrow tonight. You don't have to replay the past. You don't have to solve what's coming next. Just rest. Let your body know what your spirit is hearing. You are safe. You are loved. You are held. As you settle deeper into this prayer, let peace replace vigilance. Let trust replace tension. Let God carry what you've been gripping too tightly, and stay with me. Because if God is holding you this securely now, there is even more peace ahead, more rest waiting, and deeper healing still to come as we continue together through this night. God is never late, only operating on a schedule that's higher than yours. There are nights when the waiting feels heavier than the pain itself, when the unanswered questions press harder than the circumstances, when you whisper, "God, why hasn't this changed yet?" and the silence feels loud. If that's where you are tonight, I want you to hear this gently and clearly. God's timing is not a mistake. It has never been rushed. It has never been careless. It has never overlooked you. Isaiah 55:8-9 says, "For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, declares the Lord. As the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts." What feels delayed to you is often deeply deliberate to God. Waiting seasons are not empty spaces. They are sacred ground. You may not see movement yet, but heaven is not standing still. You may not feel progress yet, but God is not confused about your future. You may feel like time is slipping away, but nothing in your life is being wasted. Every moment of waiting is shaping something in you, around you, and ahead of you. It's shaping your strength. It's shaping your discernment. It's shaping your trust. God is not withholding from you, He is preparing you. Sometimes He waits because the timing isn't right. Sometimes He waits because the answer would crush you instead of bless you. Sometimes He waits because what's coming needs a foundation strong enough to hold it. So tonight, I want you to release the resentment you've been carrying toward the delay, the frustration, the quiet anger, the sense of being left behind. You don't have to punish yourself for being human. It's okay to admit that waiting is hard, but you don't have to let waiting steal your peace. Because every no from God carries protection, every not yet carries promise. What if the delay is not denial, but direction? What if God is steering you away from something that would have hurt you? What if He's holding back something smaller to give you something far greater? God sees the end from the beginning. He sees how one answer too early would unravel 10 things later. He sees the connections you can't see. He sees the people you haven't met yet. He sees the healing still forming beneath the surface. And because He sees it all, He refuses to rush what must be ready. You're not behind. You're not off schedule. You're not late. You are right where His timing has placed you. So let go of the pressure to catch up. Let go of the fear that you missed your moment. Let go of the lie that everyone else is ahead of you. The clock of heaven never misses a moment. Ecclesiastes 3:11 says, He has made everything beautiful in its time. Not in your time, in His. And His time is always beautiful, even when it's quiet. If you're waiting for healing tonight, God sees your body and your pain. If you're waiting for answers, God sees your questions. If you're waiting for direction, God sees the crossroads you're standing at. Nothing you're carrying is invisible to Him. Psalm 27:14 says, Wait for the Lord. Be strong and take heart and wait for the Lord. Waiting is not weakness. Waiting is trust. It's choosing to believe that God is working even when you can't see the evidence. It's choosing peace over panic. It's choosing surrender over striving. So tonight, you don't need to force tomorrow to arrive faster. You don't need to push doors open. You don't need to exhaust yourself trying to make something happen. You can rest, because what God has for you will not miss you. It will not pass you by. It will not arrive late. It will come at the exact moment it is meant to. And when it does, you will look back and realize that the waiting protected you, that the delay refined you, that the timing saved you. So breathe again, inhale trust, exhale urgency. Let patience settle into your spirit like a calm assurance. God is not ignoring you. He is aligning things you can't see yet. He is arranging circumstances. He is softening hearts. He is opening paths. He is closing doors that would have led you into harm. And He is doing it all with precision and care. You don't need to understand the timing to trust the one who holds it. Tonight, let your heart rest in this truth. God's timing is not a mistake. It is not careless. It is not cruel. It is loving. It is wise. It is exact. And it is working for your good. As you continue listening, let this peace deepen. Let go of the clock you've been watching. Let God hold the calendar of your life. There is more reassurance ahead, more rest waiting, and more clarity coming as we keep walking together through this night. God can handle your mess, your doubt, your disappointment. He just wants your heart tonight. You don't have to hold it together. You don't have to smile through the pain. You don't have to keep pretending you're okay. This is your moment to breathe and break and be real. Psalm 62:8 says, Trust in Him at all times. O people, pour out your heart before Him. God is a refuge for us. Do you hear that? Not polish your heart before Him, not fix your heart, not filter your emotions, just pour it out, all of it. The sadness you didn't have time to feel today. The anger you've buried because you didn't want to be ungrateful. The disappointment that's been hiding underneath your worship. The quiet fears you never say out loud. This is your safe place. God already sees it. He already knows. But still, He waits for you to bring it to Him. Because healing begins when hiding ends. You don't have to sanitize your prayers. You don't have to say the right words. You don't have to wrap your wounds in religious language. You can whisper it. You can weep it. You can scream it in silence. God is not offended by your honesty. He is drawn to it. When Hannah wept before the Lord in 1 Samuel 1, her lips moved, but no words came out. And God heard her. When David cried out in the Psalms, he poured every emotion before the Lord: anger, grief, confusion, longing, and God called him a man after His own heart. Why? Because emotional honesty in prayer is not weakness. It is worship. God doesn't need you to be impressive. He wants you to be open. You may have been strong all day. Strong for your family. Strong for your job. Strong for your friends. But right now, it's okay to fall apart. Right now, you don't need to be strong. You need to be seen. And you are. You are fully seen and still fully loved. That ache in your chest, that heaviness in your body, that tension in your mind, God knows every layer of it. You can say, God, I'm tired. God, I don't understand. God, I feel forgotten. God, I've been trying to hold this in, but I can't anymore. And He will not shame you. He will not pull away. He will not punish you for being honest. His presence is the only place where you can be completely undone and still completely safe. Let it out tonight. Cry if you need to. Cry even if you don't want to. Because crying is not weakness, it's release. It's your body and spirit working together to let go of what they were never meant to carry. You weren't built to carry it all. That's why Jesus says in Matthew 11:28, "Come to me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." Rest begins with release. So in this quiet space, let your soul spill open. Don't just tell God the right things. Tell Him the real things. Tell Him about the pain you minimized. Tell Him about the friend who hurt you. Tell Him about the dream that feels like it's dying. Tell Him about the guilt you keep dragging around. Tell Him about the anxiety that spikes the moment you try to rest. And then let Him hold you. That's what His love does. It doesn't just forgive, it embraces. It doesn't just tolerate, it transforms. He won't push you away. He'll pull you close, because God responds to realness, not perfection. You've been carrying too much for too long. Now is the time to lay it down. Say this with me in your spirit, or whisper it aloud if you're ready, God. I give you what I've been carrying too long. I give you the grief I've buried, the shame I've hidden, the fear I pretend isn't there. I pour it out. I don't want to carry it into tomorrow. I trust that you can handle what I'm too tired to hold. I trust that you see me and that your love still covers me. Take a deep breath with me. Inhale slowly. Exhale gently. You're safe here. No judgment. No pressure. No fear. Just a father who knows exactly how to comfort his child. Let his spirit begin to fill the spaces that emptiness once occupied. Let him calm the chaos you've been battling in silence. Let him bandage the wounds no one else could see. Let him remind you you're not too broken to be held. You are loved at your lowest. You are welcomed in your weakness. You are carried in your confusion. You are understood in your silence. You are safe enough to be real, and you are not alone. As this night deepens, let this be your rhythm. Honesty, release, peace, pour out so you can receive. Let go so you can rest. Be vulnerable so you can be healed. Because tonight is not about pretending. It's about presence. God's presence, gentle, faithful, patient. Right here, right now, with you. Stay close. The peace is only just beginning. There's more to receive as we keep going. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean heaven isn't working. Right now, even as your eyes close and your body winds down, something sacred is happening behind the scenes. Something unseen. Something unstoppable. Something eternal. Jesus said in John 5:17, "My Father is always working, not just when you feel it, not just when the answers come quickly, not just in the light, always." That includes the nights when everything feels silent, the hours when your prayers seem to hit the ceiling, the days when nothing makes sense and the waiting feels unbearable. Even then, heaven has not gone quiet. God has not walked away. His hands have not stopped moving just because your eyes can't see. Right now, this very moment, He is working things out on your behalf. And much of His best work happens in the dark. Seeds don't grow under spotlights. They grow underground, in hidden soil, buried in stillness and time. The roots stretch first. The unseen takes shape before the visible ever breaks through. So if your life feels buried tonight, if your breakthrough feels delayed, if it feels like nothing is happening, it's not the end of your story. It's the beginning of your underground growth. This season of hiddenness is not punishment, it's preparation. God is setting roots in places that no one else sees. He's anchoring you before He elevates you. And just like the seed must surrender to darkness before sprouting toward the light, you, too, are being formed in the unseen. Don't mistake God's silence for His absence. He is the God who whispers in the dark and builds miracles where no one is watching. The silence. It's not rejection, it's reverence. It's sacred space. It's God saying, "I'm still here, just trust me." Maybe the job hasn't opened yet. Maybe the healing hasn't come yet. Maybe the relationship hasn't restored yet. But yet is a powerful word. And heaven is still moving. Even now. Isaiah 45:3 says, "I will give you treasures of darkness and hidden riches of secret places." That means there are blessings you can only find in the dark. Peace that comes when the world can't comfort you. Faith that's forged when the answers don't come. Strength that rises when sight isn't available. And yes, miracles that form in midnight hours. God doesn't need daylight to deliver. He parted seas under starlight. He visited Jacob with angels in his sleep. He called Samuel in the stillness of night. He protected Daniel in the lion's den until dawn. And he raised Jesus while it was still dark on the third day. Nighttime is sacred time. It's not the absence of movement, it's the birthing place of breakthrough. So if your spirit is restless, if your mind is full of unanswered questions, if you're wondering when or how or if, take a breath with me now. Inhale, he's still moving. Exhale even now, say it softly, he's still moving, even now. Even if your prayers feel unnoticed, he hears every whisper. Even if the tears fall silently, he collects every one. Psalm 56:8. Even if your heart feels heavy, he is holding you close. Psalm 34:18. And even if nothing looks different yet, something is happening in the dark. Like a baby forming in the womb, like roots deepening in the earth, like stars burning behind the clouds. God is forming what your faith has been watering. You may not see it, but heaven is still on schedule. That restoration you've been praying for, it's growing. That clarity you've been waiting on, it's maturing. That open door you need, it's being carved in silence. Because God is a master craftsman, and what he builds in the dark can stand in the light. Hebrews 11 reminds us, now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. It doesn't say things seen. It says not seen. Faith is not built on what's visible. It's anchored in what's promised. So don't anchor your emotions to evidence. Anchor your soul to trust. Even when it feels slow, even when the enemy whispers that God has forgotten, even when your heart starts to doubt, return to this truth. God works best in hidden places. Let your nighttime not be filled with fear, but with faith. Let this be the sacred hour where you remember you don't need to understand the how to trust the who. Your job is not to figure it all out. Your job is to rest in the arms of the one who already has. Tonight, you can lay it down. The timeline, the pressure, the questions. You can whisper, Lord, I trust you in the dark. I may not see it, but I know you're working. Even when it's silent, I know you speak. Even when I can't trace your hand, I will trust your heart. Even in the stillness, I believe something holy is unfolding. And something is. Don't rush it. Don't resent it. Just receive the peace that comes from knowing you are not forgotten. You are not behind. You are not off course. You are not alone. Heaven is still moving. The Spirit is still interceding. The Father is still present, and the miracle is still on the way. Rest in that tonight. This is the deep work, the invisible grace, the holy hush of God's presence. This is the part of the journey where faith gets stronger and roots go deeper. You may not see the fruit yet, but the soil is rich. You may not feel the shift, but the Spirit is near. He's still moving, even now. Breathe into that peace. And stay with me, there's more to come. Rest is not weakness. It's your weapon against every spiritual attack. That may sound strange at first. We live in a world that glorifies hustle, constant motion, and proving our worth through effort. But in the kingdom of God, stillness is strength, rest is resistance, peace is power. Exodus 14:14 says, "The Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still." That one sentence is enough to shift your entire spirit tonight. God doesn't need your striving. He wants your surrender. He doesn't need your anxiety. He wants your trust. And when you rest, you declare in the spiritual realm, I believe God is fighting for me, even while I sleep. Tonight, I want to help you reclaim your rest, because the enemy knows something many believers forget. A rested child of God is a dangerous threat to darkness. When your body is at peace, your mind begins to clear. When your soul is still, your discernment sharpens. When you sleep in surrender, heaven has room to move. The enemy thrives on exhaustion. He wants you burned out, worried, overloaded, and sleep-deprived, because tired believers are easier to deceive. But rest is a strategy of heaven, and it's not new. Think about Jesus in Mark 4:38-39. In the middle of a storm, while the disciples were panicking, Jesus was asleep. Let that sink in. The wind was howling. The boat was rocking. The waves were crashing. But Jesus rested, not because he didn't care, but because he knew who was in control. And when the disciples cried out in fear, Jesus didn't scold them for waking him up, but he did speak to the storm peace. Be still, and it obeyed. So tonight, let that same voice speak over your storm. Let him whisper to your soul, peace, be still. Because when you rest, you reflect the nature of the one who rests even in the midst of chaos. You say to the storm in your life, you don't get to decide my peace. You say to the enemy, you don't get to wear me down tonight. You say to fear, you don't get the final word. Stillness isn't passivity, it's powerful faith. Silence isn't apathy, it's spiritual confidence. Sleep isn't escape, it's trust. Psalm 127:2 reminds us, he gives his beloved sleep. Not just sleep as a physical necessity, but sleep as a gift of love. A holy permission to stop fighting in your own strength and let heaven take over. There is warfare happening on your behalf even while you sleep. Angels are being dispatched. Chains are being broken. Strongholds are being dismantled. Strategies of the enemy are being overturned, because God doesn't stop moving when you close your eyes. And sometimes, the most spiritual thing you can do is to go to bed in peace. No more striving. No more rehearsing worst-case scenarios. No more refighting battles God already won. Just rest. Because your rest declares the battle is the Lord's. Your sleep is not selfish. It's sacred. It's how your body heals, how your spirit recharges, and how your heart aligns with heaven's rhythm. You don't need to figure everything out tonight. You don't need all the answers before your head hits the pillow. You just need to know this. You are not fighting alone. Heaven is backing you. The Holy Spirit is interceding for you. Romans 8:26, God himself is watching over you, Psalm 121:4. And no weapon formed against you will prosper, Isaiah 54:17. So breathe. Beloved, you are safe. Let your room become a sanctuary tonight. Let your bed become an altar of surrender. Let your pillow catch your peace instead of your tears. As you lie down, say this quietly in your heart, God. I give you what I've been trying to carry. I lay down the weight. I silence the fear. I receive the gift of rest. Fight for me while I sleep, and he will. Because when you sleep in faith, you don't just recover, you win. You win back your clarity. You win back your joy. You win back your strength you win back territory the enemy tried to steal through weariness. Even Jesus, the Son of God, honored rest. He slipped away to quiet places. He paused from the crowds. He modeled rhythms of retreat, not as escape, but as alignment. And if he needed rest, how much more do we? So tonight, take this moment seriously. Treat your rest not as an afterthought, but as an act of obedience. You don't have to earn God's protection by staying awake. You don't have to prove your worth by being hypervigilant. You can sleep because you're loved. You can rest because you're covered. You can breathe because the battle is not yours, it's God's. Right now, whisper with me in stillness. I receive peace in rest. I resist the enemy in sleep. I surrender to the one who never slumbers. This is your holy ground. This is your spiritual reset. This is your divine resistance. When the enemy says, you can't rest, there's too much to fix, you answer, my Father is already fighting for me. When fear says, what if something goes wrong while you sleep, you answer, the Lord is my keeper. He will not let me fall. When anxiety says, stay alert, stay busy, stay in control, you answer, be still, my soul. The battle belongs to the Lord. So sleep in victory tonight. Not defeat, not despair, not dread. Victory. Because every hour you sleep in faith is an hour the enemy loses his grip. Every dream soaked in peace is a reminder that you are a child of the Most High. And every breath you take under the covering of God's love is a declaration, I am not alone. I am not afraid. I am not exhausted. I am restored. Let that be your anthem tonight. Let stillness become your sanctuary. Let rest become your revival. Let peace become your power. And as your eyes begin to close, remember, heaven is still fighting, God is still good, and you, beloved, are still held. Rest now, your victory is secure. Stay with me. There's more peace coming in the next chapter. Someone else needs this peace. Will you help them find it? You didn't arrive here alone tonight. And you're not leaving alone either. There's a reason you're hearing these words. There's a reason peace is washing over your body and soul right now. Because where two or three are gathered, God is in the midst, Jesus said in Matthew 18:20. For where two or three gather in my name, there am I with them. And he is here right now with us. With you. This isn't just a video. This isn't just a podcast. This is a sacred meeting place. A gathering point for the weary, the hungry, the faithful, the tired, the hopeful. You are part of something real. A spiritual community. A nightly prayer family. And tonight, as you breathe a little easier, as your heart begins to quiet, as the presence of God continues to meet you in the silence, let's remember something beautiful. Peace grows when we grow together. Every time you show up here, every time you press play, every time you receive this prayer, you are planting seeds of peace, not just in your life, but in the lives of others who will listen after you. We are connected, even across miles, time zones, and seasons. You may be listening from a small room in the middle of the country. or from a busy city where the noise never stops, or maybe from a quiet moment in your car after a long day. But you are not alone. You are one of many hearts gathering here each night. And that means you belong. Not because of what you've done, but because of who God is: faithful, loving, and always drawing us closer. So if this prayer is blessing you, if it's bringing rest to your soul and peace to your mind, would you help keep this circle of prayer going? Here's how. First, stay with us. Come back tomorrow night. Let this be your sacred pause, your holy reset, your meeting place with God. When the world gets heavy again, come back here. When you don't know what to pray, come back here. When you just need to be reminded that you're not alone, come back here. This space was made for you. Second, share this blessing. Someone in your life is carrying more than they know how to express. They're weary. They're overwhelmed. They need what you just received. Send this prayer to a friend, a parent, a coworker, or someone you know is struggling to sleep. It might be the peace they've been asking God for. You never know how one small act of obedience, one share, one message might change everything for someone else. Third, join the conversation. Scroll down to the comments and write something simple. What are you thankful for tonight? What part of this prayer touched your heart? You might be surprised your words could comfort someone else. Someone scrolling at 2 a.m. looking for reassurance might find your comment and know they're not alone. Write this if you're not sure what to say. I'm thankful for peace tonight. Or simply, I'm here, I'm listening, I'm resting in God's presence. That's all it takes. That's how this becomes more than content. This becomes connection. Every time you show up here, it gets stronger. Every prayer adds to the river of peace flowing through this community. And together, we become an echo of heaven's promise. You are not alone. You are covered. You are loved. Let this be your nightly rhythm. You don't have to remember how to pray perfectly. You don't have to show up with perfect faith or perfect words. You just have to come. We'll be here. God will be here. Peace will be here. So tonight, if this prayer has touched you, if your shoulders feel lighter, if your mind feels clearer, if your soul feels softer, pass it on. Let it multiply. Let it be the beginning of a movement of stillness in a world that's always rushing. And before you drift off to sleep, ask yourself, who do I know that needs to be reminded they're not alone? Who needs to hear a whisper from God tonight? Who needs peace? Send this to them. And then come back here tomorrow night. This is your sacred space now. This is your quiet corner of the world. This is where your spirit breathes again. We're building something together, something holy, something healing, something powerful, a nightly sanctuary, a community of rest, a circle of peace, one heart at a time, and you're part of it. So as you rest tonight, know this, there are others resting with you, others praying with you, others finding peace just like you. We're in this together, and God is in the middle. Sleep well. Friend, stay with us. We'll meet you here again tomorrow night. Let the next chapter bring you even deeper into the peace that's already unfolding. If this prayer brought you peace tonight, with all my heart, I've prepared a special gift for you. A long-forgotten prayer has just been uncovered, and those who speak it are witnessing miracles, divine favor, and blessings beyond understanding. You'll find this sacred video in the description below. Watch it tonight, and let God's peace guide your soul into rest. Not everything came together today, but that doesn't mean it wasn't part of God's perfect plan. Maybe you felt behind. Maybe something fell through. Maybe a door you were hoping would open stayed shut. And tonight, as you lie down, there's still a question mark lingering over the day, but listen closely. Beloved, just because it didn't happen today doesn't mean it wasn't divine. Even delays are holy in the hands of God. Isaiah 55:8-9 reminds us of this truth. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, declares the Lord. As the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. God's timing doesn't always match our timelines. His calendar doesn't follow our clocks. But his timing is never wrong. It may feel late. It may feel confusing. It may feel like nothing is moving. But heaven has never been more aligned than it is right now. That appointment you missed, that call that never came, that opportunity that slipped away. What if it was God's protection, not punishment? What if the delay wasn't a setback, but a setup for something better? What if the not yet was him saying, I'm still perfecting this gift for you. There's comfort tonight in remembering this. Delays are not denials. They're divine tools of alignment. You are not being ignored. You are being positioned. You are not being left behind. You are being prepared. There is a holy slowness to the way God operates. Not because he's unsure, but because he's precise, perfect, patient. Sometimes, what feels like the wilderness is actually the workshop, where God is fashioning the next chapter with tenderness and care. So tonight, breathe. Let go of the pressure to have everything figured out. You don't need to rush God. You don't need to fix what you don't understand. Just trust that the architect of time hasn't lost track of yours. Romans 8:28 gives us a powerful anchor. And we know that in all things, God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose. Did you catch that all things? Not just the breakthroughs, not just the celebrations, even the delays, even the detours, even the days that end in tears, confusion, or silence. All things are working right now for your good, even when it doesn't look like it, even when it doesn't feel like it. You're in a sacred holding pattern, not lost, not behind, just being aligned with something you can't fully see yet. Let me say this plainly, the waiting season is not wasted. Heaven doesn't waste time, and neither will you if you let patience become your form of worship. Yes, patience, not just tolerance, not just getting through the day with gritted teeth, but true spiritual patience that says, God, I trust your pace more than I trust my pressure. I surrender the rush, and I receive the rhythm of grace. I know you are not slow, you are intentional. There's worship in waiting. There's reverence in rest. There's glory in giving up the illusion of control. Tonight, Trade your frustration for faith. Trade your schedule for surrender. Trade your timeline for trust. You may not see the full picture yet, but that doesn't mean it's not forming. Just like a puzzle scattered across a table. Some pieces are still upside down. Some haven't been revealed yet. But the picture is complete in God's mind. He sees what you can't. He's putting it together in a way that will make you say, "Oh, now I understand." The delays make sense in hindsight, but peace can come even before that. Because faith doesn't wait for evidence, it rests in assurance. That's what tonight is for, resting in assurance. Knowing that heaven's pace is perfect, that your life is not off course, that your breakthrough hasn't been lost, it's just maturing. So let this be your prayer tonight, God. I release my hurry. I let go of every anxious thought that says I'm behind. I trust that your delays are for my development, that your silence is not your absence, that your plan is still in motion even when I don't see it. I choose to worship through the waiting. And I believe that what's coming is better than what I'm trying to rush. This is the kind of faith that confuses the enemy. Because the enemy wants you anxious, restless, doubting. But you are choosing stillness. You are choosing peace. You are choosing to believe in divine alignment over human anxiety. That's power. That's faith. That's what it means to rest under the care of a sovereign God. So yes, maybe today didn't go the way you wanted. Maybe it felt off, incomplete, unfinished. But this is not the end. It's only a comma in your story. And God is still writing. You're closer than you think. You're being shaped by delay, not disqualified by it. You're growing roots while the world only sees soil. And soon, so very soon, the fruit will break through. But for tonight, you don't need to do anything but rest. Rest in the truth that even the delays are divine. Rest in the whisper that says, I'm still here, I'm still working, I'm still for you. And as you close your eyes tonight, may this gentle truth wrap around your soul. Heaven is never in a rush, but it's never late either. What's meant for you is not lost. What's delayed is not denied. What's maturing is still yours. And what's coming will be right on time. Sleep in that confidence. Breathe in that peace. Let this delay become your altar of trust. And stay with us, because tomorrow we'll go even deeper into what it means to walk in step with a God who always arrives exactly when you need him. You hear so many voices at night. What if this happens? What if they never call? What if it all falls apart? Fear rarely whispers it, screams. But right now, something holier is speaking, quieter, steadier, truer, peace. Not the kind the world gives. Not surface calm or a moment of distraction, but soul-deep stillness. The kind that holds you even when nothing around you changes. Listen again. Peace is whispering. You're safe. Peace is whispering. You're not alone. Peace is whispering. You're held. Isaiah 26:3 says this: You will keep in perfect peace those whose minds are steadfast, because they trust in you. Not partial peace, not fragile peace, perfect peace. And it's not earned, it's received through trust. Peace isn't passive, it's powerful. It stands as a guard over your heart and mind. Philippians 4:7. It silences fear, not by force, but by presence. Because peace is a person. Jesus himself is called the Prince of Peace. And when he walks into the room, anxiety walks out. Galatians 5:22 reminds us that peace is a fruit of the Spirit, not a personality trait, not a coincidence, not something you conjure with effort. It grows as you abide in him. And tonight, you are abiding. You're not scrolling. You're not escaping. You're here, slowing down, letting the Spirit breathe peace over you. So right now, let's practice what peace sounds like. Breathe in slowly. Hold it. Now breathe out the weight of fear. Again, inhale Jesus. Exhale, bring me peace. Not peace that waits for circumstances to change, but peace that changes you even when circumstances don't. Because peace isn't the absence of trouble, it's the presence of God. That means you can be in the middle of a storm and still not sink. You can hear a diagnosis and still not collapse. You can walk through a valley and still not break. Because fear may shout, but peace speaks deeper. Right now, that voice is speaking into the cracks of your heart, into the tension in your chest, into the places you've hidden your trembling. It's okay. You don't have to be strong on your own. Let peace fight for you. Sometimes, peace shows up in the form of tears. Not because you're weak, but because something inside you is finally releasing. Sometimes, peace shows up as stillness. No need to analyze, no urge to fix, just presence. Let go of the need to explain everything to God. He already knows. Let go of the pressure to impress him with the right words. He already understands. Peace isn't earned, it's received. So say it softly tonight. Peace is my portion, not fear, not panic, not dread. Peace is my portion. Let your room become a sanctuary, not because everything outside changed, but because the inside of you is being held in divine stillness. What if you stopped wrestling just for tonight? What if you let God rock you to sleep like a loving father? What if, instead of fighting your thoughts, you allowed his Spirit to quiet them? The voice of peace is whispering again. I've got you. It's okay to rest. You're not behind. You're not alone. Now whisper it back, Jesus. Bring me peace. You don't have to push away fear by force. You can simply choose what voice to lean into, and peace, real, holy. God-breathed peace will never raise its voice to compete. It waits. It stays. It remains. So turn down the noise of panic. Mute the inner critic. Turn your attention to the one who says peace. Be still. Mark the 4:39. That voice spoke to the wind and the waves, and it can speak to your anxiety, too. Let God be louder tonight, not in volume, but in authority. You don't need all the answers. You just need one assurance: God is with you. And where God is, peace is. Let that become your lullaby. Let it rock you gently into sleep. Let it be the blanket you wrap around your worries. Let it be the reason your heart rate slows, your jaw relaxes, your breath evens out. Let it be the last word on your day. Not fear, not what if, not I failed, not I'm alone, but peace. Because tonight, fear is not your companion. God is and His presence brings peace that makes no sense to the world. That's why the Bible calls it peace that surpasses understanding. Philippians 4:7. You don't have to understand it to receive it. Just welcome it. Say it again. Softly this time. Peace is my portion tonight. And if fear comes knocking again in the middle of the night, don't answer it. Turn back over. Whisper into the dark, Jesus, bring me peace. Because it's not about pretending you're okay. It's about remembering that He's here, holding you, covering you, surrounding you. Let peace become the rhythm of your sleep. Let it breathe for you when your thoughts try to race. Let it sing over your soul the way only heaven can. This night is sealed, not by striving, not by performance, but by presence. God's presence. You are not fragile. You are being held. You are not hopeless. You are being guided. You are not alone. You are being loved. So listen to the whisper. Let peace speak louder than fear. And as you close your eyes tonight, may every breath carry this quiet truth. Peace is my portion. I will sleep in it. I will wake in it. I will live in it. In Jesus' name, rest now, beloved. Peace is already here. You can sleep tonight because God is still holding the ones you're worried about. Some of the heaviest burdens you carry aren't even about you. They're about your children, your spouse, your parents, your family, your friends. You lie down, but your mind stays awake, traveling to where they are, what they're doing, what could go wrong, what you wish you could change. Love has made you vigilant. Care has made you tired. But tonight, God is inviting you to rest from that weight. Psalm 121:3-5 speaks gently into this very place in your heart. He will not let your foot slip. He who watches over you will not slumber. Indeed, He who watches over Israel will neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord watches over you. The Lord is your shade at your right hand. The God who watches over you also watches over them. He does not fall asleep. He does not look away. He does not miss a moment. You may be tired, but God is not. You may feel limited, but God is not. You may feel helpless, but God is not. And tonight, you are allowed to lay down the burden of trying to fix everyone. You were never meant to carry that responsibility alone. There are things you can't control, choices you can't make for them, paths you can't walk in their place. And that's not a failure, it's an invitation to trust. Intercession does not require anxiety. Prayer does not require panic. Love does not require sleeplessness. You can care deeply without carrying everything. So tonight, we release them slowly, gently into God's capable hands. Take a quiet breath, and in your heart, begin to name them before God, your children, their names, their faces, their futures. Lord, I place my children in your hands. I trust you to watch over them when I cannot. Guard their steps. Protect their hearts. Draw them close to you. Your spouse, their stress, their burdens, their silent battles. Lord, I release my spouse to you. Be their strength where I cannot be. Cover them with wisdom, peace, and protection. Your parents, their health, their aging, their worries. Lord, hold my parents, sustain them, comfort them. Let them feel your nearness tonight. Your family members, those close and those far away. Lord, reach them where I cannot reach them. Speak to them in ways I cannot speak. Lead them when I don't know how. your friends, those struggling, those hurting, those drifting. Lord, surround them with your presence. Send help, send peace, send light. You don't have to say everything perfectly. God hears the heart behind the words. And remember this truth. Your prayers do not expire. They do not disappear. They are not forgotten. Every prayer you've ever prayed for the people you love is remembered by God. Hebrews 1:14 tells us, "Are not all angels ministering spirits sent to serve those who will inherit salvation even now?" Heaven is active. Angels are ministering. Protection is moving. Guidance is unfolding. Conviction, comfort, and covering are being released. You may not see it, but God is working. What you entrust to Him tonight will not be dropped. What you release will not be neglected. What you surrender will not be mishandled. God loves the people you love even more than you do. That truth alone can quiet your soul. You don't have to monitor every outcome. You don't have to replay every conversation. You don't have to brace for worst-case scenarios. Tonight, you can say, "God, I give you the people I love. I place them into your care. I trust you to do what I cannot do. I rest knowing you are faithful." There is peace in knowing you are not the protector God is. There is freedom in knowing you are not the Savior Jesus is. There is rest in knowing heaven is never understaffed. You've done what you can. You've prayed. You've loved. You've shown up. Now it's time to sleep. Sleep does not mean you don't care. Sleep means you trust God to keep working when you stop. As you lie down tonight, imagine placing each person you're worried about into God's hands one by one. See His hands as strong, gentle, steady, unfailing. He has never dropped anyone He's held. And He will not start tonight. Let this assurance wash over you. They are not alone. They are not unprotected. They are not forgotten. God is watching over them. God is guiding them. God is holding them. And you are allowed to rest. Take another slow breath. Feel your shoulders soften. Let the tension ease from your chest. Let the weight lift. Your prayers are heard. Your love is seen. Your trust is honored. This night is covered. Your family is covered. Your loved ones are covered. You don't need to stay awake worrying. You don't need to stay alert in fear. God does not sleep. And because He is awake, you can finally rest. Stay with me. There is even more peace ahead as we continue. You thought you were walking through this pain alone, but heaven walked every step with you. That night you cried until your chest ached. That moment you sat in silence, wondering if anyone could see what you were carrying. That phone call that never came. That goodbye that broke your soul. That decision that shattered your confidence. That betrayal that made you question your worth. You remember it all, and God does too. Not as a distant observer, but as a loving Father who was right there beside you. Not a second was missed. Not a single tear unseen. Psalm 34:18 says, "The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit." He was close then. He is close now. You've been through things that no one truly understands, not fully. And at times, that loneliness made you believe lies. No one sees me. No one hears me. I'm doing this all by myself. Even God must have walked away. But tonight, Those lies come to the surface not to shame you, but to be healed. Because the truth is deeper, softer, and more eternal than the pain. You have never been alone. From the moment you took your first breath, to the moments you didn't know if you could take another, heaven has walked with you. God was there the night the tears wouldn't stop. He was there when you smiled in front of others and broke down in private. He was there when you lost someone you love and felt like a piece of your heart left with them. He was there when your name was misunderstood, your intentions questioned, your love not returned. And He is here now. Hebrews 4:15 says, "For we do not have a high priest who is unable to sympathize with our weaknesses, but one who has been tempted in every way. Just as we are, yet He did not sin." Jesus understands loneliness. He knows the ache of being abandoned. He knows the sting of rejection. He knows the silence of grief. But more than understanding your pain, He has carried it. Every moment you thought you were drowning, He was your lifeline. Every time you whispered, "I can't take this anymore," He was whispering back, "But I can carry you." Every time you felt invisible to the world, He saw you more clearly than ever. Even now, some of your pain remains unspoken. There are wounds you don't know how to describe, memories you tucked away, hoping time would erase them, questions you've never voiced aloud. But God already knows. He was there for the moment it happened. He's here for the healing that's coming. Let yourself breathe that in. Let yourself believe. Even just for this moment, you are not forgotten. You are not invisible. You are not alone. Say this softly in your heart. You are seen. You are held. You are not alone. Let the presence of God begin to fill the places where grief used to live. Let His nearness enter the void that rejection left behind. Let His comfort sink deeper than the ache of being misunderstood. You don't have to explain your pain tonight. You only have to welcome the one who's already felt it with you. Some of your heartbreaks didn't come with closure. Some wounds healed over, but left tenderness behind. But God is not asking you to rush your healing. He's simply asking you to remember He stayed. When others walked out, He remained. When your strength gave out, His never did. When you let go, He held on tighter, and He's still holding you now. There's something sacred about the tears no one else sees but God. They become the foundation of a deeper bond. They become the evidence of a quiet, unshakable relationship. God has always been closer than your pain, and His love is louder than your loneliness. Tonight, you don't have to carry the silence. You can give it to Him, not because it's easy, but because He's safe. Speak this if you feel it, God. I thought I was alone, but now I see I was never truly abandoned. You were there. You saw me. You stayed. Thank you for not leaving. Let that prayer settle over you like a warm blanket. You don't have to be strong tonight. You don't have to perform. You don't have to pretend. You are safe here. You are seen here. You are loved here. Even if you don't have the words, your heart knows this is a holy moment. Let God gather the pieces of your story that felt discarded. Let Him whisper healing into the chapters that still sting. Let Him sit with you in the places where others left. You are not broken beyond repair. You are not forgotten in the crowd. You are not too much, too lost, or too late. You are a beloved child, held gently by a father who never left your side. Breathe in deeply and exhale slowly. Let the tension leave your body. Let the memories rise without fear. Let peace begin to replace the ache. This is not the end of your story. This is the night a new chapter begins. Not one written in isolation, but in intimacy. Not one shadowed by abandonment, but bright with presence. You were never alone, and you never will be. So stay here just a little longer. There's more healing, more peace, more presence waiting for you in the stillness. Let's keep going together. You don't have to carry it all tonight. There's someone stronger waiting to hold it. You've been holding so much for so long. Responsibilities, expectations, worries, decisions, the weight of yesterday and the fear of tomorrow. And even now, as you try to rest, your mind keeps reaching for what it thinks it must control. But tonight, God is gently inviting you to stop carrying what was never meant for your hands. 1 Peter 5:7 says, "Cast all your cares on him because he cares for you." Not some of your cares. Not the easy ones only, all of them. The ones you talk about. The ones you hide. The ones you don't even have words for yet. Surrender is not giving up. It is giving over. It's not weakness. It's wisdom. You were never designed to hold the full weight of life on your own shoulders. You were designed to walk with God, step by step. Breath by breath, leaning on His strength when yours runs thin. So many people think peace comes from trying harder, from figuring everything out, from staying alert, tense, ready. But real peace comes when you loosen your grip. Peace comes when you say, "God, I trust you more than I trust my control." Peace comes when you admit, "I can't fix this, but you can." Peace comes when you stop wrestling and start resting. Tonight, let tension drain from your body as you hear this truth. You are allowed to let go. God does not ask you to carry what He has already promised to handle. He does not ask you to solve what He is already working on. He does not ask you to be strong all the time. He asks you to trust. So let's do something gentle together right now. In your mind, imagine Jesus standing before you. Not rushed, not distant, not disappointed. Just calm, present, strong, kind. Now imagine the things you've been carrying, the worries about money, the concerns about your health, the stress about work, the pain of relationships, the fear about the future. One by one, place them at His feet. You don't have to rush. There is no pressure here. Lay down the fear you've been holding in your chest. Lay down the anger you haven't known what to do with. Lay down the sadness that feels heavy at night. Lay down the responsibility you've taken on that was never yours to bear. As you do, whisper this prayer quietly. Slowly, sincerely, I give it to you. Lord, say it again. Softer. I give it to you, Lord, with every word. Feel the weight shift off your shoulders. Feel the pressure loosen its grip. Feel the space opening in your soul where peace can finally settle. Surrender doesn't mean nothing matters. It means you trust God with what matters most. It means you stop exhausting yourself trying to control outcomes. It means you release the need to predict, prevent and protect everything on your own. Jesus himself said in Matthew 11:28, "Come to me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." Rest is not found in effort, it is found in surrender, and surrender is a doorway. When you step through it, peace is waiting on the other side. You may feel resistance right now, a voice inside that says, "But what if I let go and everything falls apart?" Listen closely. Everything is already in God's hands. Letting go doesn't make you unsafe. It makes you held. You are not dropping your life into emptiness. You are placing it into love. God does not mishandle what is surrendered to Him. He does not ignore what you entrust to Him. He does not forget what you place at His feet. Psalm 55:22 says, "Cast your burden on the Lord, and He will sustain you." Not maybe. He will. Tonight. You don't have to solve tomorrow. You don't have to replay today. You don't have to prepare for every possibility. You can rest right here. Replace tension with trust. Replace striving with surrender. Replace worry with quiet faith. Let your breathing slow. Let your shoulders drop. Let your jaw unclench. This is what peace feels like when surrender opens the door. And as you lie here, releasing what you've carried too long, let this truth settle deep in your heart. God is capable. God is present. God is faithful. You are not alone in this. You never were. Stay with me a little longer. There is still more rest ahead. More reassurance. More peace waiting as we continue into the night together. While you sleep, heaven will be working out what you prayed for. There is a moment in the night when the world quiets, when the noise fades, the striving ends, and the only sound is the soft rhythm of your breath. And in that holy stillness, God moves. Psalm 127:2 says, He gives His beloved sleep, not just rest, not just relief, but sacred, supernatural sleep covered, protected, and woven with grace. And in that sleep, miracles begin. Heaven is not bound by your effort. God is not limited by how much you did or didn't accomplish today. Your miracle is not held back by your exhaustion. In fact, it may begin because you finally let go. You've prayed, you've believed, you've carried the weight of waiting. Now, it's time to rest. While you sleep tonight, the Spirit of God is still moving unseen, unstoppable, faithful. The answers you've been pleading for don't always arrive in a moment of striving. They often unfold in the stillness of surrender. Exodus 14:14 says, "The Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still." Stillness is not the absence of activity, it is the presence of trust. And when you trust, you stop wrestling with fear. You stop trying to figure everything out. You stop rehearsing every possible outcome in your mind. You sleep. You close your eyes in faith because even with eyes closed, your spirit knows God is not sleeping. He is the God who never slumbers. He is the God who sends angels while His children sleep. He is the God who visits in dreams. The God who heals in silence. The God who orchestrates the unseen. Tonight, peace is not just rest, it is a sign. A prophetic sign that something is shifting. Peace is not random. Peace is not empty. Peace is often the very first sign that God is moving behind the curtain of your current reality. If you feel it now deep in your chest like a soft wind, it's not just relaxation, it's confirmation. You are not being ignored. You are not being delayed. You are being prepared for something that's coming while you rest. Think of all the moments in Scripture when God moved in the dark. He put Adam to sleep to create Eve, his miracle partner, while he rested. He gave Joseph prophetic dreams in the still of night. He visited Solomon in his sleep and granted wisdom. He warned the Magi in a dream, redirecting history, and he rolled the stone away from the tomb while the world was asleep. God does not need daylight to deliver destiny. He does not need witnesses to release breakthrough. He moves in midnight silence, in shadows, in stillness, and that includes tonight. Whatever you've been waiting on, healing, provision, answers, direction, it's not as far away as it feels. Something begins shifting when you stop chasing it and start trusting Him. You can close your eyes with expectation tonight, not just hoping sleep will come, but believing that while it does, heaven will be stitching together the unseen pieces of your breakthrough. Just because it's quiet doesn't mean nothing is happening. Just because you feel still doesn't mean God is, even now. He is working, aligning divine timing, softening hearts, opening doors, assigning angels, healing things within you you didn't even know needed to be healed. You are not behind. You are not too late. You are not forgotten. Isaiah 64:4 reminds us, "No eye has seen, no ear has heard what God has prepared for those who wait for Him." Sleep becomes sacred when you trust the one preparing things for you while you're unaware. And your faith tonight, it isn't loud. It doesn't have to shout. It just breathes. It breathes in hope and breathes out fear. It exhales the burdens of the day and inhales the quiet assurance God is working while I rest. Let that be your rhythm tonight. With every breath, you're letting go. With every sigh, you're surrendering control. With every blink that grows heavier, you are releasing what's not yours to carry. Let your sleep be an offering of trust. Let your rest be an act of worship. And before you drift off, speak this softly in your heart, Lord. I don't need to see it to believe you're doing it. I lay down in peace, and I trust you to work while I sleep. I surrender the process. I choose expectation. Even now, my miracle may already be in motion. The enemy wants you to believe that if nothing changed today, then nothing is changing at all. But faith knows God does His best work unseen, and the seeds planted in secret bloom in their time. Tonight is not empty. It's sacred. Sleep well, beloved. Heaven is still at work, and your miracle may begin. Before morning comes, most people give up right before the breakthrough, right before the door opens, right before the healing settles in, right before the light finally floods the hallway they've been walking in for so long. But not you, not tonight. You've come too far, cried too many tears, prayed too many prayers, grown too much to give up now. You're closer than you think. Galatians 6:9 reminds us, "Let us not grow weary in doing good. For at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up." If we do not give up. There's something holy about holding on, even when it's quiet, even when it feels like nothing is moving, even when you wonder if your prayers are just floating in space. God sees what you're carrying. He hears what you're whispering in the dark. And He honors the ones who stay faithful when nothing makes sense. Breakthrough rarely announces its arrival in advance. It doesn't send you a calendar alert or warning text. Sometimes it just appears suddenly, quietly, beautifully on the other side of your hardest night. This might be that night, the pressure you feel, that tightness in your chest. It's not always a sign to quit. Sometimes it's the final contraction before birth. When you feel like you're about to collapse, it might be because you're crossing the threshold into the new thing God has prepared. It's in these moments, the almost, the not yet, the God, I don't know if I can do this anymore, that heaven leans in closest. He is not looking for perfection. He's looking for persistence, so breathe. Don't judge the story by today's page. Don't stop moving because you don't yet see the fruit. Seeds take time. Roots grow before leaves. And just because it still looks buried doesn't mean it's not becoming something miraculous. Keep showing up. Keep praying. Keep resting. Keep listening. Keep trusting. Because the enemy wants you exhausted right here. He wants to convince you that all this stretching was pointless, that your obedience didn't matter, that your prayers were ignored. But the truth is, your faithfulness in this quiet season is setting up a harvest you cannot even imagine. You don't need to feel strong tonight. You just need to be held. And God is holding you. You don't need to see fireworks or feel the earth shake. Sometimes the most supernatural progress is happening in stillness. Sometimes the shift is internal before it ever becomes visible. And sometimes the miracle waits for the moment when you decide to stay the course one more night. Say it with me, I'm closer than I think. Let that truth echo through your chest. Let it breathe new oxygen into your faith. You're not just surviving, you're advancing. You're not just stuck, you're being positioned. This isn't the end. This is the turning point. God sees what no one else sees. Every night you showed up here when you felt broken. Every moment you whispered a prayer through tears. Every time you chose to worship instead of worry. It all counts. It all matters. It's all being recorded in heaven. And the same God who started this work in you is not about to leave you stranded in the middle. You are not being punished. You are being perfected. You are not forgotten. You are being formed. You are not lost. You are being led. And the distance between where you are and where He's taking you, it's not as far as it feels. Tonight, take a deep breath. You don't have to have it all figured out. You just have to trust that God does. He sees your perseverance. He honors your commitment to keep coming back. And He promises yes. Promises that those who do not grow weary will reap a harvest. So don't lose heart. Don't disconnect now. Don't retreat just before the light breaks. There is still something coming. Still something unfolding. Still something being prepared that has your name on it. If this prayer has brought you peace tonight, or helped you hold on when you felt like letting go, don't keep it to yourself. Someone else is on the edge of quitting. Someone else is crying in the dark, wondering if anyone sees them. Someone else is one night away from walking away from what God is about to bless. Send this prayer to them. Share it with someone who needs a whisper of hope. You might be the reason they stay the course. And if you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe and come back here every night. This is your place of peace, your refuge, your reminder that you are never walking alone. In a world full of noise, let this be the voice that says you're almost there. Don't quit. Don't lose heart. You're closer than you think. Take one more breath. Take one more step. Hold on for one more night. Breakthrough loves to arrive, right after the moment you almost gave up. This night is holy. You can rest, because your future is already safe in God's hands. Let the day go now. Let the thoughts slow down. Let the tension melt from your shoulders. Let your heart be reminded you are not in control, and that's not a threat. It's a gift, because the one who is in control never sleeps, never forgets, never lets go. Psalm 4:8 says, "In peace I will lie down and sleep." For you alone, Lord, make me dwell in safety. This is not just a verse, it's a promise. A shelter you can fall into, a whisper of truth when the noise of the world finally fades. You don't have to hold the world together. You don't have to carry everything on your own. You don't have to figure it all out tonight. God is holding it. God is holding you. And He never drops what He loves. Isaiah 26:3 reminds us, "You will keep in perfect peace those whose minds are steadfast, because they trust in you." So tonight, even if your mind feels scattered, even if your emotions feel tired, you can be still. Not because everything is perfect, but because the one who holds tomorrow is present here tonight. Let this be your sanctuary of peace, your sacred moment to simply be, without pressure, without performance, without pretending. God is not asking you to do more. He is inviting you to rest more deeply in Him. You've done enough for today. You've prayed. You've listened. You've trusted. And now, you get to release. Let His peace come like a blanket over your soul. Let it wrap you in calm. Let it hush the chaos. Let it tuck you into His presence. Whispered softly now, you are safe. You are loved. You are not alone. Breathe that in. And on your exhale, let go. Let go of the need to fix everything tonight. Let go of the fear about what tomorrow might hold. Let go of the heavy conversations, the unfinished tasks, the weight of the unknown. There's room in God's hands for all of it. Psalm 121 says this, "He will not let your foot slip. He who watches over you will not slumber." Indeed, He who watches over Israel will neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord watches over you. The Lord is your shade at your right hand while you rest. He watches while you dream. He works while your eyes close. Heaven is still open. He is your keeper. He is your shelter. He is your peace. So say this softly, even if it's just in your spirit, into your hands. I place my life tonight. Every anxious thought, every wandering worry, every question I still carry, I place them in your hands. Let your will be done. Let your peace be full. Let your love be near. This night is sealed in God's peace. From the top of your head to the soles of your feet, peace. Over every thought, peace. Over every muscle, every nerve, every breath peace over your bedroom, your home, your family peace. May angels stand guard at every door. May divine light fill every corner. May your body begin to release what it no longer needs. May your dreams be washed in clarity, healing, and joy. You don't have to fight your way into rest. Rest is your inheritance. Rest is your weapon. Rest is your worship. So sleep now, like someone who is known, like someone who is covered, like someone who is held in the hands of the one who never lets go. You don't have to rehearse the worries of the day. You don't have to relive the hard parts of the week. This is a holy pause, a reset of the soul, a divine exhale. Whatever is unresolved, God is still working. Whatever is unclear, God still sees the end from the beginning. Whatever is heavy, God is strong enough to carry it through the night. You are not forgotten. You are not forsaken. You are not falling behind. You are resting in perfect peace, because the God of perfect love is resting over you. If this prayer has brought you peace, remember, you're not on this journey alone. You are part of a nightly prayer family, a sacred community of people who come here not just to sleep, but to surrender, to be reminded, to be restored. So come back here every night. Let this be your rhythm of restoration. Let this be the sacred space where anxiety ends and peace begins. Let this be the place where God meets you again and again. Every night, a new invitation. Every night, a new covering. Every night, a new measure of peace. So now, as your breath slows, as your thoughts begin to settle, let this final blessing be spoken over you. May your body be restored tonight. May your heart be light. May your dreams be filled with messages from heaven. May your home be covered in divine protection. And may tomorrow bring grace, favor, and joy in fresh measure. God is already there. And tonight, He is right here. Sleep in peace. God holds it all.